Vicky Crystal Lynn. And so what I'm bringing forward today is, why are we doing all this process? Why are we, discovering ourselves? Why are we returning to love? Why are we, going on this journey? Why are we waking up to a higher version of us? And with that, I can only bring forward my experience and what I've witnessed through the people that, I'm connected to. So, as we're waking up to ourselves, when we go inside of ourselves, when we literally start taking this step inward instead of outwards in your life, you discover yourself. There's an energy of you. And then you start having a realization that, hey, sweetheart, hey, Daryl, you start having a realization that you're different than what you have been told. So as you rediscover yourself and you rediscover who you are, your authentic energy is love. That's why we're returning to love, and that's why when you go back to yourself, that's what you find. You find the love that you are. So as we're growing and expanding on our journey, we're letting go of all the programs that we went through. We're letting go of the mask that we wear, and all the labeling that we place upon ourselves. And we're clearing our energy and all of our space of everything that we're going through in our life. So as you allow yourself to clear all that, and now as you allow yourself to emerge into a being of you, as this emerging being of you, as you allow yourself to experience yourself up level, because that's what you're truly doing. You're truly up leveling your life. Each time you check in with your life and you breathe and you stay awareness and you're harnessing that present moment through your day, what that's doing is you're literally bringing forward your authenticness. It is literally surfacing within all of you. So you're merging in to a blended version of yourself. Well, your energetic field just does not connect to this physical plane here. Your source, you, are connected on many different realms, many different timelines, many facets of you. They're unlimited. Well, as you're allowing yourself, to experience you, it just naturally starts happening once the programs and all that starts fading away and going away, that other parts of you start connecting into you. So you'll start having visuals of lifetimes. You'll start having like, I never even thought of that, and that just popped in. Or something will come up in your heart and you're like, I don't even know where that came from. Like a story, like you can see the whole story in front of you, but you don't know where it came from. That's because you're tuning into another part of you. So as we're merging into the multiverse being, the reason that we're doing this, as we go inside, we discover that we are love. That's why we're returning to love, because that's the energy that we are in our authentic form. We are love. So as the love emerges within you and the programs are released from you, your multiverse being steps up. You start stepping up to it. So as you're allowing yourself to step up on your journey, then things from other realms start connecting into you. And they're helping you and guiding you and moving you along to learn your own abilities, because we all have abilities. So, as we're growing and expanding, we reach the love within us. And then what happens is, once you find that love within you, it starts radiating out of you. Because anything that's held within you, any energy that's held within you, is what radiates out. So whatever you're holding in your heart is what is radiating out. So once you discover that love within yourself, completely discover that love within yourself, you quit having triggers. You can see people's chaos, but you're not affected by it. You start flowing through life. You start seeing that, what is life doing for me instead of what is life doing to me. So as you allow yourself, where is this all going? What are we doing this all? We're coming up to a higher version of us, but where is it all leading us? Well, through this whole journey of mine, if you guys have watched my YouTubes, we're growing with Gaia, because Gaia is emerging into a new version of her. Wow, thank you, Gaia. I could just feel it right now. She just stepped in. Thank you. Thank you, Mother Gaia. So as she is evolving, we are evolving. This is the first time in history ever, 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 ever on this planet that she has taken us with her. Instead of, because it has been known that, 5 times, this is the 5th time, that civilization has been created. And the last 4 times it's ended in destruction, like with the Atlantis, and I feel like with Rome, and another, even with the dinosaurs, because we played those parts too. So as we're evolving into, these beings, this time Gaia's taken us with her. But the thing is, you have to be pure of heart to do that. You have to let yourself go to the pure of heart. That is to drop from the mind into the heart. So what's been happening for me in like the attunements that I've been doing is I am seeing the multiverse beings, the other dimensions of beings, like merging into all. And what the people are telling me, what the souls are telling me, is that there's a wholeness to them. And that's what I feel too. There's the wholeness of this connection that is happening, because there's many pieces of you playing out. And also too, we're in the June month, the twin month, of the Pisces, and all those unions of twins is coming together because our DNA is switching. And as our DNA is switching, we're evolving, because our DNA is starting to match the new Gaia. Now the children, their DNA is already at new Gaia's level, so they don't have to be switched. They're already there. That's why the world is very frustrating to them, because their DNA is literally on new Gaia already, and new Gaia is here. But what we're doing is, as we allow ourselves to let us unfold into the purity, we lock Gaia in more. We start setting our codes. We start setting our parts of that happening here for our human race. So as Gaia is doing it, it's already risen. New Earth is already here. It's us that are creating the merging of two worlds that are already here. And how I see it, how I keep seeing it, it's like a cell dividing, and new Gaia is right on top of old Gaia. That's why we're seeing both so clearly still. So as we are emerging, this bridge is being built. And as each one tunes into themselves, you're literally stepping up on top of the rainbow bridge, where you're learning your abilities, you're learning your way, you're learning how you used to be, you're learning the new and the old, the ancient self. So this is the first time in history ever on the planet that Gaia has taken us with us. Because usually, instead of Source and that on the other side, they never intervene here because of free will. They never intervene until we start destroying ourselves, because if we destroy ourselves, it'll destroy everything else out there. Not destroy everything, but it's going to disrupt everything out there. And it's just like a mother and father. You're going to let your children do, but you're not going to let them destroy themselves. That's truly what's happening. So as 4 other times that we have went through a civilization, when we go through a civilization, we go through the whole regrowth. When we start over, like literally like caveman, we literally start over new. So this time Gaia is going into an evolvement of herself. She's done with that paradigm of the 3D world, and she's going into a higher paradigm of herself, and we're choosing to go with her. So if you're choosing to go with her, you're merging into a pure of heart. In the pure of heart, you're not bound. You're not, I'd have to even say, not even of this world. You're more clear. You're just more floating. You're just holding your present state always. And it's just like there's this flow that happens. It's happening with me. It's just like this flow that happens. And the amazing thing is I'm learning my energy so well. I can see when because when I wake up in the morning, I ask to be in my heart, and then I can see when I pull it to my mind, and then it's like my mind echoes. It becomes so much louder. So I'm wondering if everybody's mind isn't getting louder, you know what I mean, for everybody's own expansion, because that's what's happening in my world. So as we're growing and expanding, if you're choosing, you're going to go with new Gaia. If you're choosing not to, if you're choosing just to, be asleep, sleepwalkers is what they call them. If you choose to stay asleep and not do your process of you, then you will go through the paradigm that is resurfacing itself. And I do feel, and I'm going to be very honest, if you don't clear your karma, you're going to do even karma lives as the world is resurfacing itself. So you could even be still reborn on that 3D world. So, and I feel that there's just such a feeling in that. So as you're allowing yourself to level up into your experiences, things start happening in that magical place of the present moment, of the now. That's all there is. Magic happens. Truly magic happens. And the more you step into that present moment through your day, the more you harness it, the more it becomes you. And then you start feeling into the multiverse that you are. It's not so much that you're just this one being. You can literally feel different pieces of you. So, and your senses are heightening, because we didn't come here to speak words. We didn't come here to, we came here to be just a clear energy. And that's what we're returning to. We're returning to the clear energy that we are. So we'll be more telepathic. We'll be, our senses will be on. I don't feel like a new Gaia that we're even going to really consume anyway like we consume here. If we even consume on new Gaia, once we have completely made the position. Now, it's been made very clear through Gaia that there will be darkness up till the very moment that the paradigms have completely closed. There will be darkness all the way up, because one is holding the other. And it's not good, bad, or indifferent, because on both paradigms, one is helping the other, and there's always light and dark. So even as the dark is here, it'll be transpired into the light. So as you are all shifting into a new paradigm of you, there is an acceleration that is happening, because Mother Gaia is accelerating. A lot of people are seeing the acceleration happen with time. They're noticing that time is becoming faster and faster and faster. Well, that's just because the vibration is speeding up, it's getting higher. So as your vibration is becoming higher, things are happening to you faster and faster and faster. And as things are happening to you faster and faster and faster, it's like, where are you holding your focus? Because that's all it's showing you. Anything that shows up in front of you is just showing you where you're holding your focus at. That's it. So let me take a drink. This water, this energy is so powerful. And drink lots of water, because water moves energy. And plus, it's part of us, 70%. So, yeah. So, I've been, chatting with Mother Gaia, and Mother Gaia, she doesn't have any preference if you go or if you don't go, because you're still part of her. She never has seen anything not part of her. Everything is part of you. So there's no judgment if you choose not to wake up to your full experience. But as you're waking up, realize that there's big shit happening here, because there truly is. Because it's just not happening here in this world. This world is showing all worlds. And there's also all different paradigms of this world right now on all linear dimensions that are happening parallel to each other. So it is this world, but it's not really just this world. There's many paradigms of this world happening right now, spontaneously, because that's all there is right now. So as the Mother Gaia is shifting into a new consciousness of her, your bodies are going to shift into a new consciousness of you. The one thing that I'm really noticing is what you are inside, you are becoming on the outside. So you're noticing a lot more disease come up, because everything is surfacing. Everything from the inside is surfacing, because that's what new Gaia is doing. Our bodies are Gaia. Our bodies are Gaia. That is Gaia in form. When you're walking in a physical body, that is Gaia in form. So when you are walking around in body, you are never disconnected unless you disconnect yourself, because your body is Gaia in form. So as you are connecting, you're always with Gaia. Even if you return to the dust or whatever, you're still with Gaia. The only way that you're disconnected with Gaia is if you disconnect yourself, because of free will. So as you're growing and expanding into your highest versions of you, you're going to notice that your body is shifting and changing. You're losing weight, gaining weight, and you're noticing you're having pains that you never had before. This is a reason, because each piece of you is shifting into a higher consciousness of you. Each piece. And even my daughter, who's a nurse, she goes, man, we can't even keep up with all the people that are coming in and out. And it's because everybody's doing it. Everybody's shifting into a higher dimension of them, and it's going to show up for pain wherever they're at. So if it shows up for pain, a lot of people are running to the emergency room, running to get theirs fixed, but there's a lot of things that are being shown, nothing is happening. So as you are, but you know what, I'm going to be very present about this, because the 2 times that I went to the hospitals a couple months ago, they told me that my heartbeat was very abnormal, that it was very slow. It was only beating at 44 beats. And even the cardiologist, and I said, I meditate. He goes, well, maybe that's it. But our bodies are shifting and changing from the inside also. So you're going to notice a lot of shifting going in on your body. So the more you harness the present state of you, you're harnessing all the multiverse being that you are. And the more you allow yourself to connect into this present state of you, of the now, right now, the more flowy you feel, the better you feel, the more comfortable you feel, the more safe you feel. It's unlimited. It's magic. It's powerful. So, and you know when you're not in that moment, because your body starts feeling heavy and you're like, what's going on? That's always telling you you're not aligned with your source. So just breathe and breathe back into yourself and bring your energy right back into that source. One more time. And you can feel that energy instantly calm itself. As you're going through your day, you're learning how to utilize your energy through your day. So as we're growing into another expansion of us, we're literally growing as Mother Gaia is growing. The one thing that Mother Gaia has brought forward even today is twins and quadruplets. Like there's union, that there's the same DNA, and that there's a bonding happening, and that there's a union happening within all twins right now on every type of way you could look at a twin. And as we were born, so scientifically they have proven that out of every 3 births, one was twin. Maybe the twin died or you absorbed it, but still in another reality, that twin had a physical experience and still existing in a physical realm. And I feel even quadruplets and, going up from there. So as we're merging into the multiverse being, what shows up first? All parts of us. As we're merging into all parts of us, there's a DNA exchange that is happening. And I feel like lifetime events that is happening, that is merging into a clarity for all. And so I asked Source if I could do this collective, if I could do a collective merging of the twins, but they said no, because it has to be a personal event. So through an attunement, many beings this month, I feel, will be merging with their twin self in other paradigms, in this physical, because we're merging into all we are. So and feel this, if this resonates with you, you'll feel it in your heart. You'll feel like, wow, I just really get that. That's because it's part of you. So you're learning what's part of you, which way to go. Your body will always show you. Your energy will always show you. So as we're growing and expanding into the love we are, into a beingness without limits, without boundaries, without labels, you're growing into a pure energy of you, your authenticness. And as you're growing into there, you're starting to match new Gaia's energy. So what's happening in my world, what I'm noticing is that I'm merging more in with the plants. I'm noticing that the colors and everything are merging differently. I'm seeing a lot of things that were around me differently. Like everything is starting to surface. I'm seeing it like in a brand new way. So as I'm allowing this, it's like that's how we are in New Gaia. We are connected to all, and that's what's happening in my world. I'm connecting to all that I am, all around me, because I'm connecting to all that I am, all within me. So as you're growing and you're connecting to all within you, start noticing when things start showing up, like, wow, I just thought of that, I just kind of worked on that, and now it's here, because the universe is showing you what's going on. So, but how, if it shows up, how are you focusing upon it? Is it making you feel good in your body? Is it making you feel heavy? Is it feeling like attachment? Are you triggered? That's always your stuff. So if you have to, don't even say I got to clear it. Just let it flow through you, and I send it love. And you can say this right now as you go into that flowing place of you. As when I go into this flowing place, if there is anything that is not needed of this world of me, it is automatically cleared. I let go of it. And it is so, and so it is. And I can feel this huge rush of energy just flowing through me. Because I'm not trying to control what's happening. That's the biggest thing, is we're trying to control and make things. And that is our biggest attachments, because it has been in my world when, I'm having these, like throwing a fit moment. And when you truly let go and you let and allow the energy just to come forward and you truly let go, a lot of shit happens. You just got to be prepared for it. So what happens is, for a lot of us, you get one inspiration thing. You get an aha moment, but you don't let it flower within you. You don't let it flower and let it grow and expand. You just hold it there. Oh, I can fix it. I know what to do with it. It's showing me a way. But you're not holding it into its purity. So when you get an aha moment, let it be absorbed by you. Let it fill your energetic field. And then let it flower. And then what happens is, it automatically attracts itself to you. We're learning how to utilize our energy. Before, we had a thought and we reacted. Now we're having these thoughts and emotions, and okay, yeah, they feel really good in my body. I'll allow them to be as they need to be, and you can just feel this rooting in and this flowering happening within you. And then the energy is in you, and so it'll radiate back to you. That's what we're doing. We're learning to shift how we used to use our energy, and we're learning to not to use our energy, but to be in a more stable place in our energy. So it's not to push it to happen, it's just to allow it to happen. So when you get an idea and you get that aha moment, instead of like just grasping onto one thing, because they may have gave you a whole bunch of stuff, but you're only grasping onto that one thing. So when you see that aha moment, go, breathe, and just allow it to go just through you. Just allow it to go through you, because what is happening is your mind is capturing it. It's mutating and mutilating it in a way, and then it tries to drop into the heart, which most of the time it doesn't. So when you let it go freely, it drops in through the mind and directly into the heart, because you're learning how to use your energy. You've been such an egoic, when you drop energy in, it comes in and you just use it in your mind, and then you're going like, how am I going to use that in my life? How am I going to use that in my life? We're not working from that energy anymore. We're working from the heart. And so when you drop the energy in through your crown chakra, you can feel it, your crown open right now. When you drop that energy from your crown chakra to your heart, it instantly just starts seeding. You can feel like this seeding. I feel a seeding right now happening within me. And then I can feel this little roots growing in me. And then I feel it run through my body. And sometimes it's not this fast. It might be this fast right now because we're doing it as a collective, and that makes it more powerful for everybody. So, as you're learning to utilize your energy and you're learning to move through life, these other parts of you are coming forward. So if you're feeling it, if you're feeling it, if you're feeling it, for an attunement, for Source to come through and have a meeting with Source, whatever it is, email me. Because it's time for all of you. Top of your head is on fire. Right? And I feel like your kundalini just shot up. That's what I feel. Absolutely. Love you, Tammy. Yes, instantly. Love it, Maria. Instantly. You're all learning to just be a higher version of you. You're returning to love. You're bringing forth love because you are love. Right? That's what you are. That's your natural state of being, is love. So, congratulations. You're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. We're all doing it. We're all making a choice where we want to go. I'm going with Gaia. I'm going. And anybody who wants to join me, please do. I send love to all of you. May you all be blessed. You guys are ready. You're ready. I can feel everybody that's here and that's going to come on. You guys are ready for this. So, get out of the way of yourself. Allow it to happen. Attunements take you through a faster process of yourself. because attunement source takes you right to you, to your spark of you in the space of you, and it gets past all the layers. So many people, as they go out of the attunements, a couple days later, they tell me that they feel so lighter and brighter. Some feel darker because if you have a lot of darkness, that's going to surface first. Whatever is inside of you, dark always surface first. So as you're allowing yourself to attune to you, that's what Source does. He literally takes you to you. And as you allow yourself to tune to you, you walk away out of the experience different, in a fast way. And anybody that's had an attunement will tell you the same way, in a different way. Absolutely. I send love to all of you. We got this, and I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of all of you. I'm so proud of all of you. Because it's taken all of us to make this all work. If we're going to go together as a collective, we have to work together, not as a singular, as a collective. Because we're truly, 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 each one, as you step into the light of you, you're merging yourself onto the rainbow bridge. And when you do an attunement, it instantly takes your placement on the rainbow bridge. And that's where you grow and expand. Every time, every time, every time. So, I send love to all of you. I send love to all of you. We got this, we got this, we got this. May you all be blessed. Have an amazing day. We got this. I mean it. May you all be blessed. See you soon. I love you all. May you all be blessed. I kaini ite selene o kone breathe. I selene ite selene mo akai ite selene ikena I ite selene I selene mo. May you all be blessed.